Welcome into TV Sports 27. Glad to have you guys join along with us here on Twitch. Here on twitch.tv/TV Sports 27. Those of you that were watching us over on YouTube, glad to have you guys join us here on Twitch as we are getting set for the second half of this doubleheader, this super show. If you want to see the first half, Monday Night Raw, you can check us out over on our YouTube page. You can do that over there. We have Iconic joining us. Glad to have you here, Iconic, joining us from YouTube. And we're getting ready for this second half of the Super Show as we're going to do SmackDown with you guys with the big main event, the tournament finals you guys have been following all month long. Seth Rollins versus Edge for the Intercontinental Championship. We have Immortal also joining us. Glad to have you guys. I love it. We got the YouTube, we got the Twitch going. We're also going to be plugging SummerSlam, which is going to be coming up. We have SummerSlam Throwback and Sunday Night Heat exclusively on Patreon as well. So we're going to be plugging all those shows. But for now, let's jump right into the action here on SummerSlam. Iconic says, let's have the Rattlesnake versus Taker. I'll tell you this. You can see Undertaker take on Damian Priest right now on WWE Dark on Patreon. They had a match, as well as The Undertaker, Cena, Hogan, and Goldberg had their 8-man tag team match. That was also on WWE Dark over on Patreon as well, so check that out. But no Steve Austin on this universe mode, but you will see Undertaker coming up at SummerSlam, as it will be the 8-man tag team match. Undertaker, Cena, Hogan, and Goldberg going up against Retribution. We move to Louisville, Kentucky. Maybe Cornette's out there. I don't know. As we get ready for this final SmackDown before SummerSlam. But we still have two big shows left after SmackDown. And, of course, Roman Reigns, not part of our universe mode, because we don't know where he's been. He's been MIA. He has been missing in action in a big way since Extreme Rules. So instead, we are going to get here Tommaso Ciampa, who's going to be teaming up with his partner Roderick Strong. And how about you guys are going to get the Conspiracy, Damian Priest and Sami Zayn, to team up here against Ciampa and Strong to kick off SmackDown. The Conspiracy, they will be involved in the 8-man matchup. It'll be a fatal 4-way tag team. You're going to see the Conspiracy, Damian Priest and Sami Zayn, versus the New Day, versus RK Bro, versus the Hurt Business, which is Bobby Lashley, who you guys just saw dominate AJ Styles, and the Prophet, Angelo Dawkins. Iconic. He loves himself some Steve Austin. My goodness. Yeah, you missed out on the our old universe mode. Like I said, maybe I'll throw up some of those documents, because I wrote down everything that happened. I lost a lot of the footage thanks to the great YouTube purging of 2020, but I have a lot of those documents, so I can throw them up on Patreon, and you can see what happened when Stone Cold Steve Austin took over for the Shield, the leader of the Shield. And actually, Iconic, over on our YouTube page, if you go to my WCW ECW, we did about 2 months on 2K20, and originally that was going to be our universe mode, but when 2K22 came out and the custom creations were so broken, I ended up not being able to continue on that universe mode, because originally custom stuff was completely crashing the game. So we did away with that. But if you want to see Steve Austin in action, my cat's making all kinds of noise. If you want to see Steve Austin in action, he had quite the feud with Hollywood Hogan as part of our WCW ECW Alliance over on our YouTube page. So check that out. It's in the archives, Iconic. Check out those matches. In fact, the steel cage match between Hogan and Austin at UK TakeOver. Pretty incredible fight, if I do say so. So check that out if you want to see some Steve Austin action. We got plenty of it over there on YouTube. Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong, they were battling for the tag team championships last month at Extreme Rules, coming up just short. And you see how quickly time moves in WWE. Coming up on SummerSlam, they are not on the card. They're not on SummerSlam. They're not on SummerSlam Throwback. They're not on Sunday Night Heat. They're just all out of luck. We ran down the card on our last stream. We'll do it again here as we do our entrances. We're going to run down the card in between entrances, starting with the next match for SummerSlam, which is coming your way soon, for SummerSlam Throwback, which is a Patreon exclusive, and for Sunday Night Heat, which is also a Patreon exclusive. We got a lot of great extra bonus content up on Patreon. Classic content. We have WWE Dark up there. We have our XFL Sunday Night Football games, which are up there. Extra baseball content. We just uploaded hours of our classic content. If you guys like old games, my old YouTube channel, getting the old content up there, MLB2K10. It is all up there at patreon.com/tvsports27. You can get your shout-outs, your social media plugs as well if you join some of our upper tiers. And if you want to request a stream, actually Iconic, you want to see Steve Austin so much, we have a Ultra Fan level on Patreon, patreon.com/tvsports27. If you sign up as an Ultra Fan, you can request a Steve Austin stream, and maybe we can do like a My Rise with Steve Austin if you want to see Steve Austin go through the ranks, or we can just take Steve Austin and just do 2 hours of Steve Austin in universe mode, because we can do a single player universe mode, right? That's a new feature this year. So if that's something you want to see, hit us up on Patreon at the Ultra Fan level and request that stream. We'll do a single player Steve Austin universe mode just for you. So check us out, patreon.com/tvsports27. Look at Priest as he's got a nice little falcon arrow right there onto Ciampa, the conspiracy. Huge matchup. Iconic says, how do I become a fan? Just head over to patreon.com/tvsports27. And the link is in the About Me section here on Twitch. So if you go to the About Me, you should see the link. Just click there. Sign up if you want to request the stream. You'll need to be at the Ultra Fan level. If you just want the extra content, if you want to see SummerSlam Throwback, if you want to see Sunday Night Heat, you can sign up at the Historian level. But if you want to request the stream, the Ultra Fan level is where you want to be, and you can do that at Patreon. So check us out over there. Look at Sami Zayn standing moonsault. Can you put the link in the chat? I believe so. Let's give this a whirl. Let me hit the pause real quick. Carry on. Boom, there you go. There is the link, so click on that and you can read what all the different levels are. I said the Historian level will get you all the bonus content, all the classic content that we have up right now. WWE Dark. It'll get you NXT Level Up, which was the kickoff to Bash at the Beach. It'll get you the RXFL Sunday Night games. We have an incredible game with the Cleveland Guardians, a wild series finale with the Cleveland Guardians. So check that all out. And here we go. Collar elbow tie up here for Tommaso Ciampa as he sends. Wait a minute, we got to cover Roderick Strong. 2 count. Wait a minute, we can't even see. It's a kick out by Sami Zayn. I feel like the matches were ending a little quickly on Monday Night Raw. I don't know if the difficulty changed at all when, there's so many patches and updates and what have you. Priest running right in and breaking up that pinfall attempt. I can't believe Priest is palling around with Sami Zayn now. Priest did kind of get messed up a couple times, did he not? If you guys remember, there were a couple times that he was really getting screwed out of matches. And that's why he decided to join the conspiracy with Sami Zayn. Oh my God, Roderick Strong just throwing Damian Priest. And Priest, big clothesline right there. Cover. Sami Zayn loses as the conspiracy. They continue their losing ways. And much like RK Bro, a little bit of momentum loss going in to their tag team match coming up at SummerSlam. So how about that? The Conspiracy dropping another one. Wow. Not really an upset considering that this team was the #1 contender a month ago, but Strong and Ciampa aren't even on the card while the Conspiracy are. So there you go. Strong and Ciampa getting the win. We can officially start going over the card now for SummerSlam. We're going to do that on the entrances for our next match here. We're going to plug SummerSlam. We're going to plug SummerSlam Throwback and Sunday Night Heat. So how about it? Alpha Academy versus Gargano and Theory. That's an interesting match. We have not seen the Alpha Academy in quite some time. So guess what? We're going to do it. The KO way. Taking on the Alpha Academy here. A bit of a return to form. And we're going to see the United States Champion in action. Iconic says, I don't have any money. Welcome to my world, my friend. I don't have any money either. All right, here we go. We are going to give you the card for SummerSlam. So give me one moment here. And here we go. Here is the card for SummerSlam. Run it down. This is going to come your way either on Sunday or sometime early next week. So it is the Hell in a Cell main event. Hell in a Cell for the WWE Championship. Edge defending against Mustafa Ali. And it's kind of frightening right now because Edge is on a little bit of a losing streak. He's been beaten by Braun Breaker. He got beat by Mace on Monday Night Raw. And it's kind of frightening to know that Edge, with so much on the line, is going to be going into SummerSlam on a down note. WWE Tag Team Championships right now scheduled to be Happy-Go-Lucky defending against the Usos. That can all change depending on what happens at SummerSlam Throwback when the tag titles are on the line. Usos, Happy-Go-Lucky, and the Hardy Boys in a triple threat TLC match. We have the Women's Tag Team Championship. That's going to be part of Sunday Night Heat. We'll run through that when we get to Heat. Drew McIntyre versus Big Boss Man and the Ambulance match. The Women's Championship on the line. Becky Lynch versus Asuka versus Bianca Belair. Let the speculation continue. Finn Balor and his mystery partner versus Kevin Owens and Johnny Gargano. Shawn Michaels versus Dolph Ziggler. Ric Flair versus Robert Roode. Brock Lesnar versus Austin Theory for the U.S. Championship, which could also happen at SummerSlam Throwback. We have the Legends. We have Undertaker, Goldberg, John Cena, who else? And Hulk Hogan teaming up, and they are going to go up against Retribution, T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, and Machine. And then, of course, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team matchup, which is going to be RK Bro, The Hurt Business, The Conspiracy. Look at that kick by Austin Theory. The Conspiracy and The New Day. So all kinds of huge action coming your way at SummerSlam. I want you to post the link. Yes, please post the link. Let the people know. Let the peoples know that we're here on Twitch, that we're here on YouTube, that we're here on Patreon. We're everywhere. We are everywhere. Now coming up, it's going to be the month. I've kind of mentioned this a while back on YouTube, that we may not be streaming as much over the next couple of months. It'll be pretty infrequent. We got a lot going on coming up in the month of September, or we passed September. The rest of October, November, December, January. It's going to be a little less frequent streams. I kind of mentioned in the past streams why that is, but if you're missing the stuff, you can check out the archives on YouTube. All the old stuff is there. You can watch the old content, and you can check out the classic stuff, which we're going to continue to upload to Patreon during that 3-month period. So if you want a lot of the action, check us out, YouTube or on Patreon. So here we go. The link, I don't know the link. It's just twitch.tv/tvsports27. Pretty much everything is TV Sports 27 with the exception of YouTube. which is youtube.com/TV Sports 27 Sports Gaming. They would not allow me to just be TV Sports 27 on YouTube, but most people, they just click subscribe anyway on YouTube, so what the heck is the difference on that one? But twitch.tv/TV Sports 27 as Alpha Academy here going up against the KO Way, and we know it's going to be Gargano and Balor, or I should say Gargano and Owens going up against Balor and his mystery partner, as well as the scheduled to be U.S. Championship match between Austin Theory and Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar is going to battle Kevin Owens at SummerSlam Throwback in a first blood match. And if Owens wins, the U.S. Championship match is off. They will still have the match, but the title will not be on the line. Oh my God, Gable with that stunning moonsault. Moonsault make Io Sky blush. My goodness. Boy, he's just no-selling little Austin Theory right now. All day, Austin Theory. Back elbow by Austin Theory and the dropkick sidestepped by Gable. Gable with the chop, and Theory answers right back. Oh my God, he sends Chad Gable crashing down to the floor, and Austin Theory, the U.S. champion, hoping to not have a U.S. Championship defense against Brock Lesnar coming up at SummerSlam. I downloaded it when it's done. I'll put it on YouTube. I'm not sure what you're downloading, but I'm very confused as to what's being downloaded right now. But look at this. Look at the delayed suplex by Otis by Dozovic. Wait a minute. We just had tap out and the KO Way. We missed it. Kevin Dunn, what are you doing out there? The KO Way gets the victory. I'm going to check the difficulty after this, because I feel like everyone's been getting pinned very quickly in these streams today, and usually matches last a little longer. But the KO Way are going to get the win here. So coming up, it is SummerSlam Throwback, Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar, first blood match. If Lesnar wins, he gets the U.S. Championship match with Austin Theory at SummerSlam Throwback. If Owens wins, the match will happen at SummerSlam, but it will be a non-title match. And then we also have Johnny Gargano teaming up with Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor and his mystery partner. So there you go. The KO Way continuing their domination here in WWE. All right, off to the next one. We will run down the card for SummerSlam Throwback, which is going to be coming up exclusively on Patreon. Yeah, we can Drew Gulak versus The Miz. What the heck? Always good to get The Miz in action, as well as Gulak. You know, play the matches here. So SummerSlam Throwback. You're going to get at least 4 matches, possibly 5. It is going to be a throwback to SummerSlam 1992. It's Wembley Stadium, Part 2, for the Classic Intercontinental Championship. The winner will be forever known as the Forever Intercontinental, the permanent Classic Intercontinental Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart versus the British Bulldog for the Classic Intercontinental Championship. The rematch, Part 2, Bulldog versus Hart at SummerSlam Throwback. You're also going to get the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match, a throwback to SummerSlam 2000, as it's going to be the Hardy Boys making their return to WWE, the Usos, and Happy Go Lucky in a triple threat TLC match. Oh, I forgot to check the difficulty. Well, I'll do it after this match. That will be for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Then a throwback to SummerSlam 2005. Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. Part 2, the rematch you never thought you'd get. You're getting it. Patreon.com/TV Sports 27. And then your main event, the first blood match, Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. You know the stipulations. If Lesnar wins, he will get his U.S. Championship match that night at SummerSlam Throwback for it. So a chance for 3 championship matches at SummerSlam Throwback. And if Kevin Owens gets the win, then the match between Theory and Lesnar at SummerSlam will be a non-title match. Patreon.com/TVSports27 if you want to see SummerSlam Throwback. So we got Miz and Drew Gulak in the mix here, who don't have a place on the SummerSlam card, but are looking to move up the ranks. Drew Gulak, of course, we mentioned, a former Intercontinental Champion, as is The Miz, maybe one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time. The number of times that The Miz has won the Intercontinental Championship across his illustrious career here. We are also going to plug our Sunday Night Heat matches. Sunday Night Heat is back, and it will take place just before we go on the air at SummerSlam. Sunday Night Heat is also a Patreon exclusive. The Historian level, the Superfan, the Mega Fan, or the Ultra Fan level get you in the door. Iconic is taking off. Glad to see you, Iconic. Glad to have you here, and we hope we see you at SummerSlam, as well as SummerSlam Throwback and Sunday Night Heat. Have a good evening, my friend. Glad to have you aboard for all the action. Drew Gulak, he was part of that Intercontinental Championship tournament, which we are getting the finals here. Seth Rollins versus Edge. The Intercontinental Championship main event here on SmackDown. And Edge, in a desperate way, if Edge loses again, we talked about Edge lost to Braun Breaker. We talked about Edge losing to Mace. What if Edge loses a 3rd match in a row, losing to Seth Rollins heading into SummerSlam in the Hell in a Cell? That could be catastrophic. Immortal says, do you think MJF will win at Full Gear? Yes, I do. MJF has so much momentum right now. I think you're looking at your brand new AEW World Champion. I think it's going to happen. I think Moxley's going down. Duck under by The Miz and a clothesline, taking down Drew Gulak. What do you think, Immortal? Who do you think is going to win the big match? Edge? Miz, I should say. I got Edge on the brain. A low-hanging DDT into the cover. And Drew Gulak powering out. SummerSlam right around the corner. G1 Supercard around the corner. When we hit that first Monday Night Raw in September, we are going to run down in traditional New Japan fashion. We are going to run down the entire card for G1 Supercard, and I want to hear your guys' predictions. What matches do you guys want to see at G1 Supercard? WWE versus New Japan. What matches do you want to see? Most likely, we're going to get the Tag Team Championship, so that would actually be FTR right now over whoever wins in the TLC match. You're most likely going to get WWE Champion versus IWGP Champion, which would be, right now, it would be Jay White going up against it would be Edge, if that stands up. U.S. Champion versus U.S. Champion. Who's the U.S. Champion these days? It's Ospreay or Tanahashi. They would be going up against Austin Theory or possibly Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, former IWGP Champion. How about the World of Stardom Champion, Suri, right now would be scheduled to go up against Becky Lynch. How about Becky Lynch versus Suri? What a match that would be, as well as the Women's Tag Team Championships, which would be Generation Now of Tamina and Natalya going up against the Goddesses of Stardom. That would be Natsupoi and Tom Nakano. So a couple of big matches that we could potentially see down the line, but then also, other matches. New Japan loves their tag team matches, so probably see a couple of 8-man tag team matches on the card as well. Will Ospreay's got to be involved somewhere, right? The United Empire. Maybe Jeff Cobb and Bobby Lashley. That would be a match, right? How about that match? We were talking about possible opponents on Raw. Possible opponents for Bobby Lashley. How about Jeff Cobb going up against Lashley? What kind of match that would be. Unbelievable. Submission locked in here by The Miz. And this one's been a pretty good match for two guys that aren't a part of the SummerSlam card. But a really good battle between The Miz and Drew Gulak's skull-crushing finale on Gulak, and The Miz takes it. Will Ospreay will be on the card, Immortal. Yes, he will be, for sure. Will Ospreay will be on that card someplace. There's also going to be, I would imagine, it's been a tradition in G1 Supercards in the past, the New Japan Rumble. We got to have a New Japan Rumble on the card, right? And we'll probably do a kickoff show as well. A Patreon kickoff show. Like they do the New Japan Rumble on that. But The Miz picking up the victory there over Drew Gulak. And we'll see what plans The Miz. Is The Miz going to go to Japan? Maybe The Miz versus Yujiro. Maybe we'll get Maurice versus Peter. Or what about Miz versus Taichi? And get Maurice versus Miho Abe. All right, Miz picking up the win here on SmackDown as we are inching closer to our main event. We are not going to do Ciampa and Jinder Mahal, so we can delete that. You know what? Here's something interesting. So it's not going to be Mustafa Ali, but we were kind of talking about what we got coming up. Here's a match for you. And this is going to be a regular old match, but it is going to be... Oh, why'd he go away? It is going to be Ricochet, who is making his return to the WWE. We haven't seen Ricochet in a couple of weeks, and he is going to be accompanied by his new partner, Killshot. Killshot and Ricochet, now known, they're going to team up together. They're going to be known as the Underground, and it's going to be Typhoon going up against Ricochet. As we know, Typhoon and Earthquake, the natural disasters, they've been pretty dominant here in our universe mode, but they picked up one of their first losses in a long time a couple of weeks ago, and Typhoon kind of took out his fury on Killshot, and Killshot went out and recruited, and we are going to see coming up at Sunday Night Heat, this is the singles match, but you're going to see Ricochet and Killshot teaming up the Underground as they go up against Typhoon and Earthquake. That will take place on Sunday Night Heat. The rest of the Sunday Night Heat card, 4 matches. We already announced the Women's Tag Team Championship, the triple threat match, Generation Now versus Thunder Rock versus Kiwi Glow. You're going to get the Natural Disasters, Typhoon and Earthquake versus the Underground, Killshot and Ricochet. You're going to get the returning Sasha Banks going one-on-one with Charlotte Flair, who has missed Money in the Bank. And then your main event is going to be Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, the rematch of the fantastic match you guys saw last week on SmackDown, the tournament final. And if Seth Rollins knocks off Edge here tonight, that match will be for the Intercontinental Championship on Sunday Night Heat. That card taking place 8 matches, a possible 9 matches, taking place exclusively at patreon.com/tbsports27. Check us out. Give some love and support to the channel. It really helps us out, keeps us streaming, and you guys get 2 excellent bonus shows. And, you know, like I said, try it out. $5 gets you in the door. There's a couple of different levels, but $5 gets you in. And you try it out for 30 days, you don't like it, boom, you're gone. But $5, come check out SummerSlam Throwback. Check out Sunday Night Heat before SummerSlam. And a lot of those matches are going to have SummerSlam implications, including our championship matches. A couple of championship matches. So there's going to be a big size discrepancy in this match between the Natural Disasters and the Underground. That's to say the least. I mean, the moves that the Disasters do are not going to be at all like the moves that the Underground does. So this should be very interesting, and the fact that this match is going to happen on Sunday Night Heat, the Natural Disasters versus the Underground, is going to be quite the battle coming up on patreon.com/tbsports27. Killshot for a while was recruited by a Retribution, and we'll wonder if we're going to see a follow-up to that. Maybe after this feud, Killshot goes back after Retribution, because it was a long-time recruitment that Killshot eventually said, you know what? I'm becoming Killshot. It was Isaiah Swerve Scott. He decided to become Killshot once again, but he did not join with Retribution. He stayed his own man, and you thought it's going to come to a head at some point, but who knows what happens after SummerSlam. And something frightening that's coming up too is with G1 Supercard. It's supposed to be this big, WWE and New Japan show. We never had a Retribution before. We kind of saw the havoc in past G1 Supercards with the group that formed with Rosemary and Ultimate Warrior, Papa Shango, Kane, that was kind of an embarrassment for WWE. Now, possibly, Retribution is going to make their havoc known coming up at G1 Supercard. So, hopefully, if the interim president has anything to say about that, they are kept very, very far away. So, it's Ricochet for right now, and you're already seeing the strength of Typhoon as he blocks the kick from Ricochet. Look at Ricochet just trying to figure out anything, and again, another block by Typhoon. Will we see Prince Puma return one day? This is the Underground. He's still known as Ricochet, but it could be a possible Prince Puma reunion right now. Ricochet powering out. Oh, he blocks Typhoon, the mighty Typhoon, and takes him right off his feet, and that's exactly what Ricochet is going to have to do if he wants to get the victory over Typhoon. Typhoon right now on his back. As Ricochet taking it to him, and tie up here, and Ricochet gonna try to hang on. Oh my goodness. The double stomp. I don't know how much of it he got. Iconic says, did you see, or Immortal I should say, did you see Corbin return? Yes, I did. Pretty cool, right? And it's kind of funny because in my old universe mode, JBL was the manager of Brock Lesnar. So it'll be kind of interesting to see JBL in a role that I had him in for quite a few years in my universe mode. Of course, now Brock Lesnar is on his own, battling with Retribution in the KO way, but previously he was managed by JBL for a long time. And JBL had quite the feud in my old universe mode. Him and Bruno Sammartino had quite a rivalry. He was actually a former NXT champion in my old universe mode. When we started up NXT, we had a big battle royal, and JBL won. It was supposed to be about the new up-and-comers, and JBL won, and Bruno didn't like that because Bruno was one of the trainers of NXT in my old universe mode, and that kind of started the rivalry between Bruno and JBL. And eventually JBL would lose the championship, of course. Ricochet hanging on here, and he's going to sneak out. So there's where Ricochet's quickness is going to come in handy. But for Ricochet, it's still the strength of Typhoon. Welcome back to WWE Ricochet. You get to step in the ring with a Natural Disaster. And we've been talking about that we got Clash of the Champions coming up at the end of September. It's most likely, now it's not official, they got to keep their winning ways, and I would imagine if they lose on Sunday Night Heat, there might be some question marks to if they get that championship match. But if all goes according to plan, it will be the Natural Disasters getting a Tag Team Championship match at Clash of the Champions at the end of September against either the Hardy Boys, Happy Go Lucky, or the Usos. Submission locked in here. It's a Campbell clutch, and Ricochet trying to hang on with all he's got. Ricochet. He is going to sneak out of there. did Ricochet get out of that one? Oh my God, these kicks. Ricochet just might want to forget about that because these kicks are just bouncing off of Typhoon. But there goes Ricochet. He's going to head to the top. Elbow drop, beautifully hit onto Typhoon. Into the cover. Oh, Typhoon, the referee wouldn't count it. The shoulder is up, says the referee. And oh my God, look at the strength of Ricochet. Typhoon gets cradle shocked. And a 2 count. Unbelievable. The strength of Ricochet. This is the Underground. Blocked by Typhoon. Oh my God, that might be it for Ricochet. A valiant effort. And Ricochet kicks out on a count of 2. Can you believe it? Ricochet out at 2. Squashed into the corner. That might be it for poor Ricochet. No, Typhoon not done yet. And he squashes him again. That's it. That's done. Typhoon gets the win over Ricochet. The Natural Disasters continue their domination. Natural Disasters versus the Underground. Patreon.com/TBSports27 Sunday Night Heat. The Natural Disasters versus the Underground. Could that be the last time? Maybe Ricochet is not for long, but maybe, just maybe, we see Prince Puma at Sunday Night Heat. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. But the way Ricochet performed, I wonder if we might see a new iteration, because Ricochet, as we know it, he don't look too good. The Underground versus the Natural Disasters, Sunday Night Heat on Patreon. All right, let's head. I think we got maybe 2 more matches left. 1 more match, and then I would think the Intercontinental Championship main event coming up next. So let's find one more good match here. Let's kind of look at what we got. We got Lesnar versus MVP, AJ Styles, Edge. We can do something with Kiwi Glow. Let's see here. Let's edit. Let's delete. We're going to add. We'll do our Intercontinental Championship match here. So this will be the Seth Rollins and Edge match. With his new attire. And he's going to be going up against Seth freaking Rollins. And that will be for the Intercontinental Championship here. This one, there we go. Those belts kind of look alike, don't they? Those two, the Intercontinental and the Undisputed. I wanted to get I like the Oval Intercontinental Championship, but you have to unlock the darn thing in Rey Mysterio Showcase mode. So maybe I'll go do that one day. So there's your main event, but let's see, what can we do here? I don't want to include the Riot Squad. Or do we? We can, how about this? Let's do an 8-man tag. I forget, you can't do, it's so silly. You can't do, you can't do a Tornado 8-man tag. You can only do a regular tag team, which we don't want to do. So how about this? We'll do a 4-way Tornado tag. We'll do Rhea Ripley and we'll do Liv Morgan. We'll do, I don't know why Dakota's over there. We'll do Naomi and Dakota, which is Kiwi Glow. We'll do Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani. And should we do Retribution, or should we do, we'll throw Retribution to the next. So we can have the women's champions Natalya and Tamina watching from ringside, but it's going to be Reckoning and Retaliation in the match. So a 4-way tag team matchup as we get ready, the triple threat tag team for the women's tag team championships at Sunday Night Heat. And then, of course, we are going to have, I don't think it's going to be on the SummerSlam, but somewhere down the line, we're going to see another match, I would imagine, between Retribution and the Riot Squad. It won't let you do a 4-on-4. Immortal is asking. It won't let you do. I'm going to let the computer play this one out. Actually, you know what? No, because sometimes they tend to take a very long time. So I'm going to pick Dakota Kai in this one. It will. Immortal is asking. It won't let you do a 4-on-4. It will not let you do a 4-on-4 tornado match. I only like doing tornado matches because I don't like the tag matches in this game. It won't let you do a 4 versus 4 tornado tag. You can do a 4-way tornado tag, which is the same number of competitors in a tornado match, but they won't let you do a 4 versus 4 tornado tag. So ideally, I would have done a tag match with probably with Generation Now, Retribution, Riot Squad, and Thunder Rock, but it's very silly. I don't understand why you can do a 4-way tornado tag, but you can't do a 8-man tornado tag. You can do an 8-man match, an 8-man battle royal. You can do it the tornado. You can't. I don't understand it. It boggles the mind. We saw Rhea Ripley and Shotzi Blackheart. Now we're going to see Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan as part of the Riot Squad. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Shotzi Blackheart. That's the Riot Squad entrance. That's how the Riot Squad comes to do their thing. They win and they riot. They come out in the I don't know, it's not like quite a tank, is it? Rhea Ripley getting fired up for this huge 4-way tag team battle. Thunder Rock here, they're going to be looking for a little bounce back. Thunder Rock originally scheduled to be in a one-on-one or a tag team match with Generation Now, and then they got beat by Kiwi Glow, which put Kiwi Glow into that tag team championship match, made it a triple threat. So Thunder Rock hoping to get a slight measure of revenge here if they can find their way to victory here in this matchup. But here's Kiwi Glow, who have a huge opportunity to become women's tag team champions at Sunday Night Heat. And here comes Thunder Rock. Mayu Iwatani, Io Shirai. They smiles on their faces, but they know they got to buckle down here. Mayu Iwatani, she's pretty serious right now. And then, of course, Retribution, Reckoning, and Retaliation, who they themselves, a couple of losses to the Riot Squad, trying to get back to their winning ways. And it all leads up to the Women's Tag Team Championship Triple Threat Sunday Night Heat, exclusively on Patreon. Thunder Rock and Kiwi Glow challenging the champions Generation Now, Natalya and Tamina, who have had those women's tag team champions since they were brought back at WrestleMania Backlash. And there you see, led by Reckoning up front, Retaliation in the back, Retribution 2.0. Here we go. And then the big finale, the main event coming up after this, the Intercontinental Championship matchup. Edge defending against Seth Rollins. What a stream we've had, both Raw and SmackDown. We're going to have two more huge matches coming your way, two more huge shows coming your way. SummerSlam Throwback and Sunday Night Heat. And then we are going to have the SummerSlam pay-per-view, which I got to do a little editing on to make sure the the little animation isn't there. Sound like a copyright strike when I upload this for our YouTube fans. And we'll see. Like I said, I want to test the YouTube algorithm, if that'll help get some of the views. As I said, the views on YouTube have kind of gotten stagnant as of late. The YouTube views are not doing too hot. The last stream that we did, very bad viewership. And I'm wondering if streaming on YouTube, when people search, the streams don't really pop up like the videos do. So, you know, if I can maybe stream part of the time here on Twitch and then upload it on YouTube, it'll be uploaded as a video, and it might show up in the YouTube algorithm with a little more gravitas to it rather than it being a stream, if that makes sense there. So Io Shirai stomping away at Dakota Kai, knees to the midsection, rocking Dakota Kai. Meanwhile, the other half of Kiwi Glow having quite a bit of success with Rhea Ripley. Mayu Iwatani. Did you guys see the Falls Count Anywhere match? Mayu Iwatani was involved in the Fatal 4-Way with Azumi, Ram, Kaicho, and Maika at the Stardom Showcase 2, where Iwatani got thrown down about 50 flights of steps. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. Because she's got a neck of steel if she can survive. So basically what I'm saying is Mayu is she can handle herself outside the ring. If she can go down 50 flights of steps and be okay, she's a street brawler, that is for sure. Liv Morgan getting rocked right now by Reckoning. Part of Retribution 2.0 as this rivalry between the Riot Squad and Retribution kind of continues. A little bit of soul food from Reckoning and a cover here onto Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan kicking out. She powers out at a count of 2. We're going all over the ring. Back elbow by Dakota Kai. Dropkick sidestep by Shirai. And those big boots that Reckoning is wearing kind of, you know, gives her a little bit of an advantage, but that big, thick heel. Another cover. Iwatani clearing off the announce table here. And that's it. Wow, Retribution gets a measure of revenge. So the rivalry continues. Retribution and the Riot Squad as Reckoning gets the pinfall victory over Liv Morgan. All right, I'm going to check real quick before we get into the main event. I'm going to check the settings just to make sure. Because, again, these matches have been ending very early, a lot earlier than they normally do. I don't know, maybe it's not a problem for you guys because, you know, you don't want to be sitting here all day. You get in and out in an hour. But I wonder if the difficulty changed or something with the most recent patch. Don't know. But Reckoning, Retaliation, it's another win for the dastardly Retribution. Despite our best to color Reckoning's hair red, you still get a little bit of the blue there. All right, let me check the... because I usually have it set on a hard difficulty, and the matches usually go a little bit longer, but... let's check. Let's check what we got here. Do it here? Is there the setting there? Current playstyle, classic mode. Yeah. Okay. These are just. I guess I got to go outside. I got to go outside of universe mode. We're breaking out. We're breaking out of the game. A little commercial break ski here before you guys get the finale here. Let's see, gameplay. It's on hard, so matches just end quicker. I don't know. That's maybe a new patch feature. Not as many kickouts as we had been getting. We've been getting some lengthier matches, but a little short this go around. But that's okay. Let's. Can I edit real quick while I'm here? While I'm thinking about it, can I edit SummerSlam? I'll give it the maximum number because I can always cut down on how many matches there's going to be. I like it because I can put it at the maximum number, and then I can just trim down what I need. And then as far as the loading screen, so we only have SummerSlam 2020 arena, right? So we got the blue and orange. This is the arena SummerSlam throwback is going to take place in over on patreon.com/tvsports27. So get ready for that. Vengeance Day, that's coming up too. It's going to be another. We got Stand and Deliver, also part of the NXT TakeOver festivities. NXT TakeOver Triple X, maybe. I don't know. All right. I got to not show image. Where the heck is like the loading screen? Right here. That animation right there. That is Copyright Strike City. If you if you would believe that. Let's see. Do we have some kind of summer theme? Those screens will get copyright strikes. That and championship animations will get copyright strikes as well. Now, the only one I've really seen is the... that's perfect for SummerSlam, right? Come on. The only one I've seen so far that I can remember is the North American Championship on NXT. But that was a copyright claim, so we have to be careful. Then I have to go in and edit the thing out, and then when you watch on the replay, there's a big hole in the middle of the video. So it's very silly, but I have to edit those out. It is Copyright Strike City. Okay, it is now time. I hope this is for the Intercontinental title because it's not showing as a championship match, but it should. Why is it not a championship match? You guys saw me make it a championship match, right? Remember that used to be the glitch on 2K20? That if you backed out of universe mode, it would make your match not a championship match anymore? Well, this is for the Intercontinental title, despite what the game might say. So if you don't see Edge coming out with the Intercontinental title, it's obviously going to be a big old disappointment. But this is... Yeah, they are not counting this as a championship match. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna go back and do it again. This game. It's like, it's so close. It's so close to being a good game. And there's just so many little things. And with each patch they put out, they seem to like screw things up a little more. Like they'll fix something and they'll screw something up. Like now with the most recent patch, if I try to edit any... now, the game was already freezing before. If I tried to do any editing of, like, creation stuff, the game would freeze. But it wouldn't happen often. It would do it if I would do, like, a couple different edits, like, all at once. If I got to the 4th or 5th edit, then the game would lock up and would freeze. Now, if I try to edit an attire, it'll freeze right away. And it'll take me several tries before I can actually do it. Like, to edit this attire on Edge, it took me like 4 tries of me restarting the game just to be able... That's why I haven't edited the KO way yet, because of that. The attires for them. And then also, we've been seeing the matches end a lot quicker with the new patch. And then this glitch that just happened where we made it an Intercontinental Championship match, and then it disappeared as a title match. Immortal says Madden 23. There's a reason I'm still playing Madden 20 on this channel, and there's a reason I don't buy new games year to year. And I've been hearing all the stuff about Madden 23 on Reddit and everything. The draft glitch and all that stuff, the franchise mode glitch, it is a disaster, what it sounds like. And that was EA's big push this year. Franchise mode, new, revamped. We're putting all this focus in franchise mode. Want. Here you go, Seth Rollins. He won the Intercontinental Championship tournament that was taking place over the number of weeks here on SmackDown. Yeah, I've heard the Madden mods are really good. Well, I don't know if you've heard my past stories, Immortal, but for me, I used to buy football games like every year. I grew up Quarterback Club, Game Day 98, Game Day 99, NFL Fever 2003, NFL Fever 2004, ESPN Football 2K5. I would always buy, ouch, my cat just swiped at me. I would always buy the new game. When Madden took over the license, I played 2K5 from 2005 until 2012, until I finally broke down and bought Madden 12. I played Madden 12 from 2012 until 2020, an 8-year run. So from 2005 until now, I've bought in 2 Madden games. From 1998 till 2005, I bought Game Day 98, 99. I had NFL Extreme, I had NFL Blitz, I had ESPN Football, I had NFL 2K5, I had 2K3 on the Dreamcast, the NFL Fevers on the Xbox. So I had like 10 football games between 98, 97, 98, and 2005. From 2005 to 2022, 2 Madden games. So, yeah. Please don't... I'm going to jump out of this animation just so we don't get a copyright strike. That would have been a really cool thumbnail, though, to have that. But I'd imagine that was going to be a copyright city on YouTube. And there is Seth freaking Rollins. Maybe there's your thumbnail right there, your Intercontinental Champion. He is the Intercontinental Champion. He is also the WWE Undisputed Champion. He is the double champion, winning both championships at Money in the Bank. Edge has been on a dominant tear here in Universe Mode, and he puts the Intercontinental Championship on the line days before he steps inside Hell in a Cell with Mustafa Ali, where he will defend his undisputed championship at SummerSlam. Part 2 of SummerSlam planning on being right here on Twitch for Part 2 of SummerSlam. Part 1 of SummerSlam will be on YouTube. And of course, as we said, SummerSlam Throwback and Sunday Night Heat, an extra 8 matches, possibly 9 matches, taking place at patreon.com/tvsports27. We thank you in advance and appreciate you for your support. Your support on Patreon, it allows us to buy new equipment. We just bought this brand new microphone, and it helps keep the channel going in general. Lets us get the new games and all that stuff. So thank you as always for the support, and we're happy to give you the exclusive bonus content as a thank you to all our supporters at patreon.com/tvsports27. Thank you for being a patron, and our way of saying thank you is giving you those 2 huge bonus shows at patreon.com. So here we go. Edge and Seth Rollins, Intercontinental Champion. Edge stomping away at Rollins. Rollins coming up. A little sling blade action there onto Edge, but Rollins, oh, I thought that was going to be a mistake. Turning his back to Edge, I thought was going to be a big mistake for Rollins. Edge step over, or Rollins rather, step over, tossing Edge down. Oh, Rollins, a couple of blocks right there. Oh, but the Seth Rollins knee. That was on the disco list for a long time, the Rollins knee. Maybe Edge thinking he's going to get a knockout blow right there. No, instead, it'll be a kick out. Pretty intense, pretty clean in the early going so far. As Rollins will roll out. Tie up here by Rollins. Uh-oh. Oh my God. And Edge just went throat first down the ring ropes. Surgically repaired neck, we have to remind you that Edge has. Oh my God. About pulling the hamstring right there. Knee to the face. Edge goes down. Rollins heads to the top. Calling for Edge. Calling for Edge. Oh, Edge. I don't even... Well, he sidestepped. I'm not even sure Rollins would have hit it regardless. He was pretty off the mark in that one. Look at Rollins, but Edge hammering right back. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. The tournament has been building to this. Gulak, Styles, Jinder Mahal, Seth Rollins, all part of the tournament. And you're seeing the finals here. Rollins will fight AJ Styles at Sunday Night Heat, exclusively on Patreon, and that match will be for the Intercontinental Championship if Seth Rollins gets the win here over Edge. If he doesn't, that match will be a #1 contenders match to the Intercontinental Championship, and is Edge in danger of dropping his 3rd consecutive match? Edge had been, oh my God, Edge kicked out. Edge had been unbeatable. He beat Roman Reigns multiple times. He beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania Backlash. It's the curb stomp, and Edge is down again into the cover. And Seth Rollins is the new Intercontinental Champion. Seth Rollins has won the Intercontinental Championship from Edge. At Sunday Night Heat, the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line. And Edge has lost his 3rd match going into Hell in a Cell. A spiraling tailspin, a losing streak that the now just WWE Undisputed Champion has been under. Unbelievable. Seth Rollins, your new Intercontinental Champion. Rollins and Styles will compete on Sunday Night Heat for the Intercontinental Championship exclusively on Patreon, meaning on Patreon you are going to get 4 championship matches with the possibility of a 5th championship match. Patreon.com/TVSports27. You can expect to start seeing the Patreon exclusive content going up either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday sometime this weekend. So be on the lookout for SummerSlam Throwback and for Sunday Night Heat. So my goodness, Seth Rollins, your brand new Intercontinental Champion. So we're not going to have main event this week because we're going to do SummerSlam Throwback. Let's just say this is a house show. So let's see what the results are. Santos Escobar beats Titus O'Neil. Hey, how about Thunder Rock getting the win over the Riot Squad? Omos. And we'll say Omos fought Slapjack because Ali's not losing going into SummerSlam, right? And then T-Bar and Mace defeating Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik. So obviously we got to do quite a bit of editing to the SummerSlam card because we already know what our card is going to be for SummerSlam, and it is not going to be these matches, but I'm always curious to what that is. Actually a match you are going to get at SummerSlam, depending on how the championship match ends up at WrestleMania Throwback. Another possible match you're going to see between Lesnar and Austin Theory. You're going to get Drew McIntyre and Big Boss in the ambulance match, I'll tell you that much. You know, Edge and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is Mr. Money in the Bank. So, SummerSlam on the horizon, but we'll plug it one more time. It is patreon.com/TVSports27, where you're going to see SummerSlam Throwback, and you are going to see Sunday Night Heat, and then the part one of SummerSlam is going to take place on our YouTube page. Part 2 of SummerSlam is going to take place here on Twitch. So make sure you sign up for both. And let's take a look. It's been an interesting history of our Intercontinental Championship. Orton and Riddle did not have the Intercontinental title, but Zayn, Theory, Gulak, Edge, who I think before Zayn had it, it was Ricochet, right? It was Ricochet, Zayn, Theory. Theory lost to Gulak. I mean, it's been an up and down run. But now Seth Rollins is your Intercontinental Champion here in Universe mode. So you take a look at your champions. And there they are: Edge, Theory, Rollins, Happy Go Lucky, Becky Lynch, Generation Now, and Zack Sabre Jr. as that championship residing in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Then, of course, Charlotte Flair, your Money in the Bank briefcase holder. And Kevin Owens, also your Money in the Bank briefcase holder. You see we got a lot of the New Japan titles, so we're ready to dish those out when that time comes. Our whole complement of championships. So there you have it. That is going to do it. Thank you so much for tuning in today to these various streams. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And we'll see you over on Patreon for SummerSlam Throwback for Sunday Night Heat. And then we'll see you back here on YouTube and Twitch for SummerSlam.